test or demo, payroll demo, huh? So, okay, there you go. So we're going to have a public class and let's call it, okay, test payroll, that's fine. And now we have to put in that, what, public static void main. String and args, all right, and let's go down. All right. We're going to test this first of all by putting values directly into the program. We're not going to have an operator input, but we'll modify it so it does allow for operator input in a second step here. All right. First of all, we're going to instantiate a payroll object that has no values in it whatsoever. And so we're going to say payroll and no dot, space. And let's see, who do we pick? Lucas. Yep. That's who we're setting up the payroll for.
Oh, I thought you were calling on him. I was like, okay.
Equals new payroll. And parentheses, semicolon. Hit enter. And then another space, another, okay. Now I'm going to set the values for Lucas. All right, so Lucas dot set employee ID, and then in parentheses, that is a string, so we have to have a double quotes, yes.
Oh yeah, okay.
And 10001. Okay, and ending. And then any parenthesis and semicolon. Good. Lucas dot set employee name.
Pablo.
And in quotes, it's going to be put Lucas there.
Oh, I was gonna put his last name.
Put his last name is good. Okay. And in quotes, semicolon. All right. Lucas dot set employee wage is going to be a double, and so let's say, let's keep it simple, 10.0, okay, semicolon, okay, Lucas dot set, employee, hours, and let's say 40.0, and then a semicolon, all right.
And then we need to do like the print stuff?
Well, you know, that's something we forgot to put in the payroll class, isn't it? Yeah. We should have a print info there, but so let's go over to the payroll class, and down at the bottom, right below the get employee hours, we're going to have public void print info. We're not to that point yet?
Oh.
We just remembered something that we should have over here.
Well, yeah, I went back to my old payroll when it said we calculated.
Okay. Print info, and we don't need to send it anything. We just have a couple parentheses there. And now a semicolon. No, I'm sorry, not a semicolon. Hit the enter key. And an opening curly bracket. Okay. System.out.println. Employee number is, or employee ID is, I should say. Let's keep it shorter. And a colon and space, and then there you go. Oh, okay. I still want to.
Gotcha.
Have inside of there, I want to have a plus.
Oh yeah, plus and then M.
And then get.
No, just
Oh yeah, all we have to do is say employee number, right? Employee ID. There you go. And then ending there is semicolon. Okay. and the system.out.println, you know, and here you could be copy pasting again, couldn't you? Employee name. Okay.
Wage plus, oops, wage.
Okay, and oh, there you go. All right, let's compile that. And then let's, over here, what I'm gonna do just to see right now where we're at, if this, what we've done so far is good, I'm gonna say Lucas.printinfo. Parenthesis, parenthesis. Don't forget those on that, okay, semicolon. And then ending curly bracket.
I think I had one. Yeah.
Oh, you have them already, okay. Let's go ahead and compile that. See if it compiles. And we're going to call that TestPayroll.java, okay. Hey, it compiled. Let's go ahead and run it then, Jared. Hey, it worked as we had hoped, didn't it? All right. That's good news. All right, so let's go ahead and press enter. Can you continue? So we haven't got to the if part of this whole thing yet, have we? And the question here is, do I want to incorporate into that print info the ability to print out what the regular pay is? Yes or no, okay? And if not, then I want to create a next line up here that's going to allow us to print out that information. So let's just assume that we're not going to build it into the payroll object class. We're going to do all of our processing in the test payroll class. All right, so if, I'm going to use the if statement here, if, and then in parentheses, Lucas dot get employee hours, parenthesis, parenthesis. Wrong way with that though. Back up one more.
That is,
Yeah.
okay, gotcha.
Is greater than 40. Okay, now the next line. And indent one tab. Okay, this is what we're going to do if the hours are greater than 40. Okay, let's put a opening curly bracket here and go down the next line. Okay, and we're going to say
Lucas, get
regular hours is equal to is equal to 40 times, and it would be Lucas dot get employee wage.
You need a closing parentheses after the.
I was gonna say that too after the 40.
Yes, we will.
Okay.
Okay, let's go ahead and finish this off, employee wage. And you need opening and closing parentheses here, and then a semicolon. And then up on that if statement line, you need another parenthesis there. Okay? All right. Now, one thing that, if you slide this back, Jared,
Okay.
have we declared regular hours yet?
No.
If we try to compile this right now, we're going to get an error saying, I don't know what regular hours is. So let's go back up to maybe above the payroll. Yep. And we're going to say regular hours. Or hold it, now we're going to say double. Regular hours. And then we're going to say equals 0.0. And this semicolon. Now, if I'm going to need regular hours, I'm sorry. I said that wrong, didn't I? It's not regular hours, it's regular pay. So this should be regular pay down here. And this is regular pay. Okay. And if I'm going to have regular pay, what else am I going to need in this program?
Overtime?
I need OT pay, right? So that's going to be a double as well. Okay. And I'm going to set that to 0.0. Semicolon. And then I'm going to need also a double for total pay. And set that to 0.0. All right, that sounds a lot better, doesn't it?
We're ready to close your statement.
Okay.
But yeah.
And yeah, we have to come back down here now because I saw that because we have regular pay here, we had declared it yet, but now we go down another line here. And we're going to say, if hours is greater than 40, I'm going to say overtime pay is equal to, okay, so that's what we have to start doing.
So next line,
Right inside that block of code.
right here.
Yeah,
Okay.
there you go. So overtime pay is equal to the parenthesis hours minus 40. Oh, no, I'm sorry, not
I was
hours.
gonna say, yeah.
It's Lucas dot employee hours. Or Lucas dot get employee hours. Here, we'll get it right here.
The capital element.
And then parenthesis, okay, minus 40, okay, ending parenthesis, and then space times, beginning parenthesis, Lucas dot get employee wage, parenthesis, wrong way,
Gotcha.
okay, times 1.5. Okay, now, this is not very readable, is it? So what I would suggest is we move back to the end of this, the parenthesis right after the 40, and then hit enter. And then space it over a little bit so it's lined up kind of underneath that Lucas part there. So anybody, yeah, that's good there, okay?
Okay.
If you take the slider to the right a little bit more,
Okay.
okay, that's a little bit more readable. All right, so let's see, do we have the parentheses right here? We got, this is grouped together. We're going to come up with some value that's the hours, overtime hours, and this is all grouped together. We're going to come up with some value that is 1.5 times my wages. We're going to take those two times each other and give it overtime pay. So the next, if we move below the if statement, I think we're done with in that grouping right there. So let's go ahead and get rid of the blank line that's above that bracket. There you go. And now
we go with if.
now I can say, I don't have to say that. All I have to do is say total pay is equal to regular pay
Regular pay
times overtime pay. Oh, plus overtime pay.
Getting some bank there.
Yeah, it's gonna be a big paycheck.
Oops. Why do I keep doing that?
Okay,
I know, shut up. My fingers are just going all over.
semicolon. And now we're gonna print that. So we're gonna say system.out.println. Okay,
Total.
regular, or we could say regular pay is and plus, okay, space, and that's a regular pay. Okay, and another print line.
Overtime.
Overtime pay is okay, and another line saying the total pay is. All right, let's compile that. Hey, it worked. All right, now let's run it and see what we end up with. Ooh, all zeros. Regular pay is 0, okay? All those are zeros. So what did we do wrong?
I think when we put, when we were declaring them, I thought that, I mean, if we keep them blank, then it'll,
Oh.
Should we put the parentheses
Okay, let's take a look.
at the beginning?
Okay,
Like double regular pay equals 0.0, should that be in parentheses?
these up here?
Yeah.
No, no. When we computed them, you know, regular pay, okay, here, is this hours, are they, see, we looked at it and said, oh, you know, we computed for overtime pay, but what do we do if they didn't have any overtime? We didn't do anything.
that's what I was gonna ask too, is
Do anything.
normally
So-
wouldn't you have to have two if statements?
The else part, okay, let's go down to the if statement. And slide over. And then we're going to click on this closing curly bracket right there. And we're going to hit enter. And you're going to say else. And then enter. And then you're going to say regular pay is equal to
Wage times hours?
Lucas dot get employee wage. Parenthesis, times Lucas dot get employee hours. Parenthesis, semicolon. All right. So now compile that. And then run it.
So how come after else you enter and tab over? How come you don't keep it on the same line?
Okay, we'll take a look at that. Did this come up right?
Yeah.
Yeah, that looks good. Okay, let's go ahead and press enter. Let's go ahead and give us some more room.
Can we just get rid of it? I mean,
Yeah, you can get rid of that for now.
yeah.
All right. Why did okay, to be real honest with you, I would line the else and the if up. So I would, and then I would move, and I probably would have these guys move back too. You know, so everything at that first level of if statement is all at the same, and that can be moved back too. There you go. Okay, and that too. Now, I don't need opening and closing brackets here, right? I don't need an opening and closing bracket for this one line here, do I?
Only if you have more than one?
It's only if I have more than one.
Can you put it in there just for, you know,
I can put it in there to make sure, to ensure
it's not gonna hurt it or
it's
anything?
not gonna hurt anything.
Try it.
In fact, it might keep some other programmer from making a mistake. You know, because they might say, oh, there's the else part, and add another line down there.
All the time.
So that works great too, doesn't it?
Oh, that's better.
Yeah. This is a dual alternative if statement, though, isn't it?
Yeah.
Because based upon the if statement, I either do this on the true side or this on the false side.
I'm not sure what
Okay? So let's go ahead and stop the recording right now.
Excellent.
it's.
Yeah, you can go F2.